action. Listening to the respondents, especially the second, third, and fourth respondent, they argued and asked the court to take judicial notice that indeed what necessitated the quick action of deployment of the military was when Parliament building, a critical national government institution, as well as a symbol of democratic governance, and the office of the Chief Justice were vandalized after the demonstrators overpowered the police and descended on the key government institutions. Such an occurrence, coming from supposedly peaceful demonstrators, would fit within the definition of serious, unexpected, and potentially dangerous situation requiring immediate action. For who would have anticipated that a peaceful protest would take such a turn and result in a serious breach of security of that magnitude? This court today is faced with two competing constitutional values: the need to protect the life and property, preserve peace and order and public safety, and the need to uphold and protect the open public expression by citizenry in a democratic state. The court must uphold the right of the individual citizens to assemble, demonstrate, and picket under Article 37 of the Constitution, but it must also be conscious of the fact that if expressed in a dangerous manner that endangers peace, order, and public safety, that can cause substantial harm that cannot certainly be within the prescribed boundaries of expression. The government must also act in the manner prescribed by the legal procedures in intervening in such situations. The petitioner has argued that the intervention of the military to support the police would cause fear and intimidation to Kenyans and prevent them from expressing their rights and prevent them from expressing themselves. Although Kenya Defence Forces Act at Article 34(1) provides that such deployment shall comply with the constitutional standards relating to human rights and fundamental freedoms, this court does not consider the petitioner's fear to be an idle contention. It is common knowledge that military, by its nature of training, is not trained to deal with civilians, but armed combat, where the military principle is generally the use of force to resolve crisis. I would therefore agree with the petitioner that deploying the military in a blanket manner without defining the scope or nature of the intervention, the duration of such intervention, is a dangerous trend that can bring about militarization of the country, which is antithetical to the enjoyment of rights and freedoms. This would muzzle civilian population. This would muzzle
like in a spread.
Sorry, my lord.
Judge, you're muted.
You're muted, Judge. You're muted.
He has been muted from elsewhere. He's struggling to unmute himself.
Amezima camera.
The court receiver, please help.
Judge, you're muted.
That is the High Court ruling from Judge Lawrence Mugambi, ongoing. He has not yet concluded looking at the petitioner's prayers. He is still doing that. And just a recap of what he said in brief is that it is his considered view that the following issues arise for determination.
of emotions, relationships.
Kumbe mama, ulikuwa unafikiria kuolewa tena?